Oh man, we got a rare full force finals on our hands. Gotta love these ones. We've got Kithian and Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, this is definitely a keep. I'm still lamenting the fact that we don't have more hand disruption, even though we made it this far. I think the deck would be a lot better for him. Opponent plays, ooh, an island, and we get a Mock Sapphire. I like Stoneforge Mystic even more than Kithian, so I'm just going to jam that. We'll go Marsh Flats. Snap off our scrub land here. No reason to pay extra life for Godless Shrine when we don't need to. Yeah. Grab Batterskull, and we're in good shape to start. So next turn we have Batterskull Kithian if they don't have anything. No way to kill Stoneforge, so that's a really good sign. Maybe Mother of Runes instead. I'm gonna play Mom. Getting Mom down early is really important. Remand, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass then. And we'll just flip in the Batterskull. Sheldock Isle is a good one. Sheldock Isle is a very scary card. So what this does is, if you haven't seen it before, it's exceptionally powerful in Cube, because you tend to go down to less than 20 or less cards very quickly. And yeah, once you manage to get to that, being able to play a free card is very powerful. There's a lot of ways to return this to your hand as well. Things like Upheaval are really great with Sheldock Isle. But we'll put in a Batterskull. Could Oblivion Ring the Hanger back. I like attacking with both. Seeing what they do first. Yeah, if they're not going to do anything, then I think we want to O-Ring it. I can play the Mom. O-Ring the Hanger back. And keep up the pressure. Ooh, I think that our opponent had pressed F6 there, and if we'd have F6, they would have skipped their turn, not even played a land. Uh-oh. I'm a little worried about what they have now. It's too much mana in play, and for a blue deck, they've got something. We'll leave up the Mother of Runes and just attack with the others. Getting a lot of land again. I'm pretty sure that we can risk Kithian. First, because we can make it indestructible. We also have Mother of Runes. And also because our last opponent had both Wrath of God and Supreme Verdict. It's not super likely that our opponent's going to have a lot of other things like that. Counterspell and draw a card. Alright. I'm hoping that their counterspells are just a little too slow for us here. Dropping Batterskull early made this game a lot better for us. Because the amount of pressure we've had has been pretty immense. Did they shuffle their library? That's the question. Chose not to, but then they're not playing anything. Something's up. Oh, man. We definitely get a lot of lands in these games. So maybe I should have gone to 16. Go to 5. I'm going to play a land, because Batterskull is the most expensive card in our deck. It doesn't make us want to, like, maybe bounce it or equip it to something else. I feel like they're going to have some kind of bounce spell here or something, and we're going to use the Mother of Runes. I'm going to try and do it again on their turn. Maybe not. Alright. So they chose not to shuffle, but they didn't play anything. And they just scoop. Okay. Well, it seems like they should have shuffled then. Huh. That's really weird. I'm surprised. I'm really glad that game didn't go any longer, though, because we had no gas. We drew a lot of land. And I was starting to get pretty worried. Holy cow, yeah, we'd have been in a lot of trouble. If our opponent had any way to interact like Batterskull and return it, and start landing like Tamiyo or something, I think we lose that game very quickly, because we have no way to interact. We've got all lands. Just really scary draw. Definitely was sweating there for a moment, but we made it. Okay, I don't know what our opponent has. Bitter Blossom's, like I said, it's always really good against control decks, but I'm thinking more of like the Wrath of God style control decks. Might not be that useful here. I'm assuming they have like a Tamiyo or Jace or something, but I mean, Jace Mind Sculptor doesn't really interact that well with Bitter Blossom, or with any creatures anyways. Like if they minus it to bounce a creature, I think that's probably an okay place for us to be anyways. Bitter Blossom works pretty well against that one, but it does really bad against Architect of Thought, where they can plus it and give all your creatures -1, -0. It's kind of nothing against, like, Party Jace. Tamiyo it's good against, because Tamiyo taps a single creature every turn. And that's for the plus. I kind of feel like I just leave it. I didn't see enough out of their deck to make any big changes, I don't think. Alright, I'm just going to send it back. See what our opponent has. Ooh, man, we've got another pretty aggressive start. And we actually have a way to look at their hand. So I'll snap keep this. Snap it a snap. Uh-oh. Mox Jet. That's a problem. Okay, Hangerback's actually not that bad. I mean, I can even kill it if I really want to with Collective Brutality. So I'm not too worried there. Just gonna lead with the soldier. Okay, well, Tide Hollow or Collective? Collective I can get 3 triggers off of if I really want to. I think I just want to kill Hangerback and look at their hand. Hangerback's pretty annoying. I have better ways to kill it. I've got all the O-rings and like Leonin Relic Warder that work really well against it, but I'm not sure that it'll come down in time, and it does stonewall a lot of what we're trying to do for a while. I think we do this. Opponent and creature. Discard a plains. Should be able to draw another land for hero eventually. Yep. 2 1/1s is really tough. Glenelender, Archmage, and Tamiyo. So I was right, they do have the Tamiyo. Guess I want to have the Bitter Blossom against them, because it's so good against Tamiyo. Attack with the soldier. I don't think it's worth it. Just wait. Thinking they'll play Glenelender here, but they might not. Okay, there we go. Stoneforge Mystic, pretty good. We'll just Tide Hollow Skull or Tamiyo out of their hand. Riftwing Cloudskate. Ooh. Means that they can bounce the Tide Hollow Scholar. They're actually going to be able to aggro us back pretty hard. They've got a lot of flyers, and they play Riftwing Cloudskate. I'm actually attacking with the Soldier of the Pantheon. If they want to trade a Thopter for it, I'm kind of willing to do that now. They've got a lot of flying power here that could be a big problem for us. Yep. Bounce the Sculler and make us play it again. Oh, just the Mother of Runes. Alright, I'm okay with that. They might have something in their hand that they're trying to protect, which is a little scary. It also means that I can't attack with the Tide Hollow Scholar, or they can just use the Riftwing to block it. Get back the Tameo. Kind of like stealing the Thopter. Stoneforge into Batterskull is still probably the best line. We've got enough time to leave the Thopter alone, I guess. Hit Batterskull, hit Mother of Runes, and pass the turn. Consecrated Sphinx. Yikes. I need a way to kill that right now. That was a good last two cards. Land and Consecrated Sphinx, so just enough to play it and then totally destroy us. Oh man. I don't have a good way to get out of this. I think that we should just concede. I mean, I guess I'm not technically dead. I just don't know that I want to show them any more cards. I'm not sure what the point is. Guess we'll do this. Get rid of the Thopter. Because that helps us to not die, which is pretty good, I think. Not dying seems like the right way to go about this. Mishra's Factory. I can block that. It's a good blocker on the ground against our team, though. It's a 3/3 blocker. And it gets around Mother of Runes. Their deck is really good against ours, actually. Like, really, really good. Mother of Runes doesn't protect Batterskull particularly well, just because they'll often, like, target the Batterskull, which you can't protect, rather than the Germ token. I'm a little surprised they're leaving down Mishra's Factory, but I guess they're just confident enough that it probably doesn't matter. Didn't bounce it. Oof, another land. Well, let's send in some clowns here. Seven. I'm still dead in the air then. I don't mind just seeing extra cards. See if they show us anything or if they just attack and kill us. They have Glenelendra, so I mean we can't do a whole lot to kill the Consecrated Sphinx. Yeah, that was a great chain of creatures. So it's like a blue kind of tempo control aggro. It's like kind of tempo, I would say, like tempo control. Bone Shredder's looking better and better. Kind of like the Bitter Blossom. Bunch of flyers for their flyers seems kind of nice. Definitely like Bone Shredder. What do I not like? Faith's Fetters is a little slow, so Bone Shredder might be better. Also more counterable by things like Glenelendra Archmage. I like our chances a lot more on the play here. Bitter Blossom's a slow card, so maybe I don't want that against them, because I just kind of want to go blistering fast. That might be correct. Still like Relic Warder and Stoneforge Mystic. Selfless Spirit's still good. Because, like, I want to go fast. If anything, I'm probably cutting a 3-drop. But, like, Monastery Mentor's insane. Recruiter of the Guard can get us the Bone Shredder, which seems kind of important. Maybe not the Vryn Wingmare, but even Vryn Wingmare can at least, like, block a Muldrifter and trade or something like that. I guess that this is fine. Just take our slowest removal out and put in our fastest, like a creature that does a similar thing. This is a little cheaper. It's a good hand. We have a Moxen and the Stoneforge Mystic. Looks pretty good. I'm going to leave the fetch land in our hand because we actually don't want to thin our lands out. I'd like to draw another land here if possible. Not something I've been saying a whole lot in this draft, but in this particular case, I wouldn't mind just hitting another land. We've got a lot of gas in hand. Ponder. I wonder if they sideboarded into all those creatures or if that's their main deck. I would not at all be surprised if that was a sideboard option that they had. They chose the Shuffle. Good sign for us. Oh, wow, and we drew a 1-drop. Awesome. So we get to play the Batterskull and the Kythian. So, jam a Scrubland, the Kythian, and pass the turn. Do they have a Daze here or something? And if they have Daze, I'm more than happy to let them return their island and just play the Batterskull. I'm not gonna mess around with that. Mishra's Factory is great. Phantasmal Image. Ooh, that's a good one. I can Council's Judgment it out of the way. Not sure how much I need to worry about that. Man, Mystic Batterskull in this matchup has been so good. Vanishing Light. Now that I have 2 removal spells, I'm a little bit more inclined to do it. Because it does make sure that the Kythian goes off as well. I guess it does anyways, though, right? Do I care? Kinda don't care. Does let us hit for an additional 4 damage. I can make them attack with Kythian into the Germ. If they block here, I just pay the mana and make it indestructible, right? Okay. Well, that was a very non-climactic end to that game. I guess that our opponent probably had nothing in their hand. They had to shuffle off the Ponders. They're probably really salty and annoyed. Because we got a really early Batterskull again. Like, we got a turn 2 Batterskull again. We were putting a ton of pressure on them. From their perspective, if their hand is full of lands or, like, do-nothing stuff, then they're... You know, they can get really frustrated really quickly that I'm trying to make these decisions. I think that they're important decisions, though. Like, I don't want to just make a decision on this, because it's dicey. Like, our opponent has a lot of creatures that can stabilize the board quickly, and with Mishra's Factory, it becomes tough to attack in pretty fast, so... I don't know, I thought that it was okay that I spent a minute there thinking, but I guess that probably annoyed them. Like I said, from their perspective, it looks like I'm just basically slow-rolling them. I've got the nut, and I'm just not attacking with it. I wanted to... It's probably not a big deal, the difference there. I just want to talk about it and think about it, decide not to make anything really stupid. I know that I'm way ahead this game, so throwing it away on a really dumb mistake is something I don't want to do. I wasn't trying to bad manners my opponent at all. I was playing a little slow, though, no question. I mean, I'm 4 minutes behind. Although I started a little bit later. I started with like 3 or 4 minutes off the clock, I guess. But yeah, I mean, that was the finals. Interesting deck, interesting games. I'm glad that we finally 3-0'd a full force draft. We haven't done that in a little while. It's been a couple until we've done that. Cube is a lot of fun, though, and I highly recommend this style of deck. A lot of people fight over the unfair decks, and you also get to take advantage of a certain sect of those really unfair decks. Like, if they're a combo deck and they need a few key pieces, you can really take that apart by having Hymn to Turok and Thoughtseizes and all those kinds of cards, and it makes a big difference. So I do recommend this deck. It's a lot of fun. It does kind of police everybody else's fun, and that's the way that it gets its own fun. But you can do some interesting things with it. If you get Recurring Nightmare, you can do a lot of fun shenanigans with that. Every once in a while, you have a really nice Recurring Nightmare kind of junk deck as well in this archetype. But yeah, no, this was really good. I liked it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. Please vote in our poll, because we should be doing another Cube draft for next Thursday, right after Christmas. I'm not going to be taking a break. I will be doing videos all next week as well. No holiday break for me, so you guys can watch it while you're at home with the family when you get a little bit of a moment to yourself. And I will see you guys next Thursday. Ooh, so we have another Disappearing Act to return things. We have a Propeller Pioneer that we could just constantly rebuy. But we also have the Aether Squall Ancient. And hey, if we're gonna bounce things, that is the ultimate way to bounce things, isn't it?